Hey everybody, I'm just checking in this morning. What I did this morning was to go out to the cat scale in the local cat scale to weigh my van now that it's built and completely filled. Pretty happy. I was hoping to be a little bit less in weight, but I'm well under my limit. Hey cat. So yeah, I weighed the van this morning, and like I said, I'm well under my limit of 8,600 pounds. So it weighed in at 7,500 pounds, and I'm happy with that. But I think I want to go through and see if I can purge any more stuff to get a little bit lighter, and make sure I'm not carrying any junk that I don't really need. I'm sure there's a few things that I can get rid of, but not a lot. So when I finished the build, it was 6,800 pounds, and now I'm at 7,500 pounds, so I have about 700 pounds of stuff. But it's fully loaded, full gas tank, food cabinets are full, so everything is in great shape for that. So I'm happy with that. Let me take a look at the sheet. So the gross vehicle weight was 7,500 pounds. And my gross vehicle weight rating is 8,600 pounds. So I'm 1,100 pounds underweight. Yeah, Ken, I do it occasionally. I won't do it on a regular basis, but when I make changes, yeah, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't overweight, and not, hey, Nana Pam, and wanted to make sure that I'm not exceeding anything. The main thing that I wanted to be sure of was the axle weight ratings for the front and rear axles. So my steer axle front wheels weighed in at 3,480, and the max for that is 4,100, so I'm at 85% of that weight. And my drive axles weighed in at 4,020 pounds, and the max for that would be 5,360, so that's 75%. So I have a little bit more weight in the front than the back, and the front wheels do most of the stopping. I would like to shift a few things around and get that balanced to be just about equal, and the 8,600 pounds is 8,700 pounds. So very happy with that. I will go purge a few more things. And the only thing not included here is water. I have the ability to carry 38 gallons of water, so that would weigh 316 pounds. So that's the only thing that's not in here that probably should be. I just have a little bit of water. So I just wanted to touch base and see how everybody was doing today. It's been a tough week for me. I had one of my best friends pass away, so I've been a little bit quiet on YouTube. Cat, my accent? Well, I was born in Massachusetts, but I lived in California, so I don't speak like I'm from either place. I'm kind of somewhere lost in between. Thanks, Nana Pam. I appreciate it. He was my best friend for 45 years, so definitely going to miss him. But yeah, Kat, my accent is a little bit weird because I don't I truly went back and forth from Massachusetts to California so many times in my young days that I didn't inherit an accent from either place. I think I have more of a an accent from California. Yeah, Nana Pam, it is. It's pretty difficult. I had a hard time with it, and like I said, he was a friend for a long time. So I really appreciate the kind words, and he will be missed. So you can probably see out the window here that it's raining. Not a great day. I swung through McDonald's and got a cheap Coke and a cheap burger. I've tried to keep up a little bit with some of the van build party videos. I'm seeing more party than building, which is probably more fun anyway. But I'm interested in the building stuff too, so I seek out those that are actually doing some work so I can see what they're doing. Curious. I'd really wanted to go and help with the van build this year. But I'm in Massachusetts right now, and to go from Massachusetts to the van build, come back to Massachusetts for the holidays, and then go back for the RTR, which I'm planning to do, that's a lot of traveling for a couple weeks at the van build. So I elected to stay in Massachusetts and endure the cold. We're going to see 26 tomorrow when I wake up. But the van is insulated, and I have a down comforter. It's very good. Really happy with the heat. I'm comfortable without heat down to 30. I do have a couple sources of heat. I can run an electric heater if there's power. And I have a Mr. Heater Portable Buddy. And I also have a Coleman stove, so I like to cook with my electric when I can. The induction cooktop is great for cooking and temperature control. But the Coleman stove does a good job. So Nana Pam, where are you located? I can't remember where you're from. Southwest Florida. My brother-in-law lives in Naples. I lived in Orlando for a couple years, well, actually northeast of Orlando, Winter Park, back in the 80s. Well, I'm sure it's warmer where you are, Nana Pam, than where I am. It's cold. You can see I have like 4 layers on. Getting tired of the of the winter. I don't really want to be here this winter, but my family and my kids are close by, so I'll stay here for the holidays, especially with my friend passing away. It'd be tough to be away during the holidays for that. And Kat, you love the winter? I don't. I don't mind some winter, but I don't like a lot of snow. It's not fun to drive in, that's for sure. But pretty. I like to go for walks on a snowy day when when the snow is falling. It's very quiet out, and that's really a really nice thing to do. Yeah, I like it between 60 and 70. I am probably closer to 60. 60 degrees and sun is perfect for me. Well, hopefully Nana Pam has still got. Oh, are we back, Kat? Hope so. I'm pretty comfortable in a wide range of temperatures. Even during the summer with the van build, I only took a few days off. I actually lost 1 week building the van. Okay, take care, Nana Pam. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. So now that I've actually weighed in with the van, and I know that I'm well underweight, I still want to lighten the load a little bit and purge some of the things. I went through all my stuff and I sold so much. Oh gosh, did I sell a lot of stuff? Craigslist had a lot of people come by and buy stuff from Craigslist. I put a lot of music gear at a consignment store. So we have a music store locally that does consignment sales, and they've sold a lot of my stuff for me. So lightening the load, just going to keep one guitar and my recording software. Do I have a home base? I do currently, but by January I will not. I'm going to go to the RTR, and that will be full time for me. Do need to sell my travel trailer. Is it hard to part with my stuff? A little bit, some of it. A lot of the music gear that I had, kind of tough. A lot of memories in some of the guitars and things, the keyboards. But I don't really need it all now. I use music software to do my writing, and I work with guitar to just figure things out now. So the music software does the job. I do. I write songs for a variety of things. So I do some music for TV commercials and well, the target is TV commercials. I haven't sold anything there yet, but it's intended to be background music for TV and sync placements. And then I also write songs for the country market and trying to sell some songs there. I work with a publisher in Nashville, and he shops the stuff to people. So I get my music in front of people, but it's a really tough market to compete with all of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of writers that are in Nashville. So it's a dream someday, maybe. But it's fun. Fills up a lot of time. Gives me a creative outlet, keeps me busy. So when I retired from my engineering job, it was something that I really wanted to devote a lot of time to, and I worked hours and hours and hours on doing some good recordings. There's actually a few recordings. There's a playlist on my channel of some of the stuff that I've done that's on YouTube. It's called Joe's Music. The playlist is called Joe's Music. But those are some of the sync placement things. I have used my own music in a couple, but believe it or not, because the music is copyrighted, I actually get copyright notices from YouTube. They're not strikes, but they say, hey, you're using copyrighted content here. Just be aware that you might get charged by the owner of the copyright, which is me, so I'm not going to charge myself and create a copyright strike. But yeah, I think the Cabela's in Berlin, Massachusetts, I did a video on that, and I believe I used my own music for that. Just to make it simple, I avoid it. So, Kat, I want to thank you for stopping by, and thank Nana Pam as well. I'm going to sign off and head out. There is a market for YouTube creator music, and it's there are a couple publishers that do that sort of thing. Really glad you stopped by, and we'll look forward to seeing you later on. I'm coming up on 20 minutes, so I'm going to cut this short. But again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate your support. and the kind words that you've given me over the last few weeks. So good to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.